What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Stardust here. Welcome back to another video here on the YouTube channel, and today we are talking about a little bit of drama that has hit the Marvel's Avengers community. But then again, when is there not drama in the Marvel's Avengers community, if you guys know what I mean? So, let's get right into it. So, recently a Captain America First Avenger skin came out. It's alright, it's fine. You guys know it, you know what I mean? I don't even have to put it up on the screen. You guys know what I'm talking about. I'm going to anyway, just for the vibes. But anyway, a couple of streamers, friends of mine and stuff like that, got to showcase the skin early in the form of gameplay. You know, they got to play with it early. Obviously, let me get this out the way. By the way, I'm not talking about this solely just because I'm friends, very good friends with like High Ruler, for example, right? It's not why I'm making this video. Making this video just because, like, you know, everyone's allowed to put their points across on Twitter, so I don't see the difference in being able to do that via a video. But yeah, so people got to do that, and essentially people were getting really angry at these content creators, not just High Ruler, just content creators, about the fact that rather than tell CD to do one, you know, make a message, cement a stand, they decided that they were going to do the stream with the skin. Now, let me explain why in a lot of cases that this is kind of ridiculous, and I'll say this in a content creator state. So, as you guys know, I have been very critical of Marvel's Avengers, you know what I mean? Even to the point where I've had friends message me like, yo, calm down, ain't that serious, you know what I mean? And I understand that, by the way, but I would still have taken that opportunity. Now, the reason being for that is because when you have people like High Ruler, right? When you have kind of other community members that are a bit more vocal than others, and they are still being presented these opportunities, what that tells me is that Crystal Dynamics is quite comfortable working with people that'll slag them off in a 20-minute video, which is good. That's a good sign. We want them to still be working with people that aren't, you know, yes men, that give these valid criticisms, that give this feedback. That's good for the game. That's good for the community. That's good for all of us. You know what I mean? And I think that, I think that during this time, people seem to forget that content creators as well, man, you know, in a pandemic, you got to grind and stuff like that. Telling a company, you know, to just F off for a skin showcase. You're not telling people, go and buy the skin. You're not showing how to buy skins. You're not saying you should buy the skins. A lot of the time, you're just playing a stream with a free skin, and people go, what's that? And you tell them that's it, right? That's the advertisement right there. I think that people need to relax a little bit, and I think that, you know, I understand, like, okay, so in this community, I've noticed that content creators, to an extent, get put on a little bit of a pedestal if they're a bit more negative, right? If they're literally 100% of the time completely negative. Now, you know, there's content creators, for example, that most of the time, you know, have been always really balanced, right in the middle. But if they go down a path for a little bit where most of their feedback could be seen as negative, all of a sudden the community's like, that's my guy right there, they're representing us, I love him. But if you're sort of a bit more on the positive side, then obviously you're looked at in sort of negative light. Whereas I feel like, you know, for example, High Ruler, right? He's kind of one of those guys that's very split down the middle, very much like, you know, he'll tell you how it is, tell you what's on his mind and stuff like that. And I think that because of that, he was able to appease both sides. And what that does is the people that are kind of like, F this game, hate it, hope it dies, almost feel betrayed by this. And honestly, I say touch grass with that situation, because, yeah, man, there's so many content creators out there that are doing the most, you know, giving feedback, you know, telling the community team, you know, or whoever gets to send to the developers, right, all this feedback and stuff like that. So for them to kind of, you know, be like, hey, do you want to do this? That's actually a good thing. That's a good thing, guys. Like, they're not saying, ew, you've just given us negative feedback, I don't want to speak to you anymore. They're like, come on in, you know, come and like showcase the skin, go and do stuff like that, and then if this works out, maybe there's something in the future, you know what I mean? Like, this is good, because the content creators are even closer to you fellas than the community team could ever be. because we have no restrictions, right? I say we, I wasn't asked, so I shouldn't say we. But people, you know, like High Ruler, for example, right? The people that were able to showcase his skin, they're on your side. They really are. And I think that this opportunity that they got is a good showcase of the fact that these people are getting closer and closer, which is excellent. Right? You know, being able to give that feedback from the community, having that open dialogue. What this does, them showcasing the skins, is it shows there's a little bit of trust there. You know what I mean? And that's good. We want to praise that, and we want to push it. Yeah, okay, it's for a skin. Yes, I understand the situation at hand with the MCU costumes, and it is getting a bit, you know, like, for example, this gameplay you're seeing in the background now is the first time that I've proper played Marvel's Avengers in a solid bit, minus doing a couple of raids with friends the other day, and, you know, I had 2 really buggy experiences, right? I'm not trying to give the game all the props in the world, I'm not, but I definitely think we need to figure out our priorities a little bit, and we kind of need to, you know, look at things in a different, not sort of straight away negative light, alright? No content creators betraying you because they've decided that they should take, you know, an opportunity, right? You know, no one should feel betrayed by that or hold up onto a pedestal, you know what I mean? Like, even the most negative content creators would probably take that opportunity if it was presented in front of them. That's how I think, anyway. I would. I'm going to tell you all that now. I would. Why? Because I have slated the game so hard, slated the game so hard in the past that them coming to me be like, yo, Stardust, do you want to do this video? Technically kind of sponsored. I'm like, yo, that's great, because I've spoken a lot of shit about you guys, so the fact that you will still want to come to me shows that you're sort of listening, you know what I mean? Shows that there's sort of, it's going in, you know? And that's my thoughts about this sort of recent drama anyway. But again, I know this was a little all over the place. Truth be told, it's almost 2 AM for me, and I kind of just wanted to get a bit of a video out talking about it. But I mean, I'm sure there's a load of videos and stuff about this. But yeah, man, like, again, you might disagree with what content creators have got to say. You might disagree with sort of how, you know, maybe they even present themselves. But if there's one thing that I will say from the bottom of my heart, man, content creators in this community, they are the closest that you guys are going to get to kind of like very super active, talking to you all the time community managers. And that isn't a dig at anyone on the CD team, believe it or not. But let me tell you, the people in the Illuminati group, right, that are always going to give feedback and stuff, they really are your champions. And I feel like, you know, when they get presented these opportunities, it's a good sign that they're not listening to this feedback and going, wow, what a dick, how dare he disrespect Marvel's Avengers, you know? And so, again, just maybe try and see it in sort of a light like that, you know? Because don't get me wrong, I've got negative mindset with Marvel's Avengers, but even I'm able to kind of step back and go, that's actually probably a positive thing. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Let's have a conversation down below. If you think I'm chatting bullshit, then obviously let me know. If you think I'm chatting fire facts, then let me know as well. And I will see you guys in a bit. Peace.